Hi Renetto, and anyone else who might watch this. I just wanted to comment on some of the things that you said in your video. I liked a lot of what you said about the idea of creating a rating system for YouTube users, other than their video quality. There could be a lot of good uses for that rating system. For example, what happened recently with Mr. Cook when one of his movies got flagged unfairly. If there was another independent rating system, because YouTube can't police every single video that comes out, the system could rely on Mr. Cook's overall good, I guess you could call it moral standing in the YouTube community, to give him the benefit of the doubt and offset the flagging of his video, at least until maybe there would be an opportunity for review. In the case of a popular guy like Mr. Cook, it would make sense for YouTube to actually take the time to review the flagging and see if it's fair, or if, you know, I don't know how many people it takes to flag a video before it's officially flagged. If it's one, that's crazy. But if a number of people have done it as a sort of a vendetta or something against him, or for whatever reason ganged up and had his video flagged, it would make sense in that case for YouTube to examine it. So if there was this sort of moral standing, is Mr. Cook a good guy? Does he comment fairly? Does he handle emails fairly? Does he harass people? Well, of course he doesn't. So all these things would work toward giving him the benefit of the doubt. That could be one system. How do you handle the moral standing? I think there can be problems with it. If you have a ranking, for example, we all know that YouTube can handle rankings. Of course, that's the way that YouTube's designed, to rank people's videos. So obviously, a ranking system could be devised. How do you do it? If you put rankings in, let's say, the comment section, every single person that comments has a little area where they can be ranked. That leaves the potential for a number of problems. On the one hand, you can create a system that has sort of a fail-safe. For example, no permanent consequence. For example, if you get 10 flaggings by people, negative flaggings, then maybe you would have, like, well, let's say 10 negative flaggings within 1 week, then you could have a 1-week suspension from being able to comment or email on YouTube. That could work. Reasonable idea. Unfortunately, I kind of see a few problems with it. For one, you could have a gang-up situation, which would be, I go into one of Renetto's videos, and I say, Renetto, I don't agree with you. I don't like where you're coming from. I don't like you. Okay? I don't like your glasses. Or something like that. I do like your glasses, and I do agree with you. But let's say I didn't. Then, in the comment section, the people who support you, your fans, a lot of them probably well-meaning, might then negatively flag me just because they want to have a way of expressing their displeasure with what I've said. And then so easily 10 people would have come to your defense, and then next thing I know, I'm banned from saying anything for a week for no real good reason. It has to be able to be designed in such a way that it's not going to penalize people for speaking their minds. So one suggestion I have to offer is maybe an independent ranking system. Now, as some of you may or may not know, I think a lot of people know this by now, what's taking place in the middle of your video, the very, very center of your video, will be the snapshot that you see on the screen. So, for the center of my video, I've decided to prepare a specific snapshot to be seen, the one that you guys saw before you clicked on it to watch this video, which was this. But the snapshot gives me the impression that I'm mad at Renetto, which I'm not really. I just thought it would be a little drama, be more interesting that way. Actually, I'm fully in support of Renetto, and ranking system for each category of YouTube interaction. You could create a sort of a profile, maybe based on a combination of comments and emails. So maybe comments from negatively ranked comments in multiple comment boards, for example, by multiple users, or negatively ranked emails, let's say. So, for example, if you're harassing somebody, that way it makes sure that the negative ranking is from a broad spectrum of experience. okay? And it also helped to prevent, the potential for one person to gang up against somebody. Let's say someone, has a vendetta against you personally, Renetto, and they open up 50 YouTube accounts. I mean, you have to be crazy and bored as hell to do this, but they could use that voting power of logging in and out of all these accounts to actually have a negative impact in your YouTube experience. And for anybody who's a fan of your videos, that would totally suck. And it would suck for you personally. So there has to be a way of preventing that from happening. And one way would be diversifying the sort of criterion you're using for determining if someone has a low moral ranking. And I think one of the best ways of doing that would be ensuring that it's from multiple comment sections. For example, you're getting within, let's say, a 1 week period or a 1 month period, you're getting negatively ranked by other users, different users in each occasion, or at least in each comment section, and also maybe negatively ranked for your email behavior, because that's probably, and I don't know because I don't have direct experience with it, but to me that would seem to be maybe one of the most disturbing things. It's one thing if someone comments and says, I don't like you, you're stupid, you're ugly, whatever they might say. That's one thing, it's hurtful, and but at least it's public. I think what would probably be the most upsetting for a lot of people is the emails they get, creepy emails, whatever people threaten or whatever they might do. And that's something that really has to be there, or that's something that shouldn't be happening. So if there could be a system that could be dealing with that directly, it would be good. And I think that there's a lot that can be done positive with some of the ideas that he's been talking about. And I like that he's he's taken an opportunity to use some of the popularity that he's gathered in YouTube to do something, to give back. Like the webcam thing is a great example. I think that it's a fantastic idea. I think it's going to do a lot of good. And I think that, even if a few people get webcams who don't deserve them, I think that 97 people who get them are probably going to really do something great with them. It's creative. It's a way to give back to a community that's been good to you, Renetto. So I think that's a really cool thing to do, and I respect it a lot. And yeah, so that's the video, and that's all I wanted to say. I just wanted to comment on what you said and give you some of my feedback on it. There's a lot more that can be done with those ideas, and actually I hope some of the other people who also comment on this video offer ideas that branch off from what I just said, or totally different ones. I'm interested in hearing more about it, because I think eventually something's going to be done, and I hope whatever is done is responsible to the community and responsible to freedom of expression, because that's the one thing we absolutely don't want to lose from YouTube. It's one of the most fun parts of it, and that's one of the things that makes it a great website that we all love. So that's all I had to say.